Hello everyone, welcome back. It's good to be here on this beautiful spring day in Oxfordshire. We're actually very close to the city of Oxford, and we're also very close to the village of Bix. And currently I'm stood in what was the medieval village of Bix Brand. Here behind me we have St James's Church, one of the last remnants of this little village. This church here dates back originally from the 12th century. Over the years, it's been crumbling. Several attempts have been made to restore it, but it was officially abandoned in 1875. So, St James's Church, this church ruin, has been just crumbling away now for the best part of 200 years. There's some photos from like the 90s where there's a lot more to it than there is now, and it's just slowly deteriorating. So you see, the village of Bix Brand was very rural. Locals struggled to get here, and there's a newer St James's Church built in the nearby village of Bix, which is a lot more accessible and a lot more structurally safe, so we say. And slowly but surely, this village of Bix Brand just got abandoned, along with this church, and this is, like I said, the final remnants of Bix Brand. But yes, before we go into the reason why, the reason that what really made me want to come here over the other church ruins on my list, let's go for a little wander.
This is what the church looked like just before it got abandoned in 1875. And this is the same church just 30 years later. It had continuous maintenance issues, especially with the roof, which could have caved in at any moment, making it a very unsafe place to be.
As you can see, most of the church is made out of flint. You can see that this column here and this column here, they were built later as to further try and keep the structure of the church up. As you can see, they were working for a while. I mean, that one's still very much intact. However, nothing could save this church. You can see that this community were really keen on protecting the church and keeping this church going, keeping this church alive. But sadly, all things come to an end, and well, I'm afraid no one can stop the end of St James's Church.
The church is talked about in a book called Curious Oxford by Roger Long, who states that at around 1925, the church became popular amongst groups practicing witchcraft, paganism, and other occult practices, and also mentions UFO activity has gone on at this church ruin. This church ruin also appeared in a classic folk horror film.
So yes, what really made me want to check this church ruin out is actually, this is where the 1971 cult folk horror film The Blood on Satan's Claw was basically, this is one of the locations. This is where all the witchcraft and all the scary stuff was going on in that film. You may remember that part of the film when that chap put a blindfold around his face and got spun around. He tried to work his way into the chancel, only to be attacked by a witch. I thought I'll give it a go. I'll put this on, I'll wander to the chancel, just to see if I can do it. I mean, I don't have to worry about any witches, there's none of that going on around here, so yeah, let's put this on. Okay, let's spin around. Right, which way? What was that? Oh, I think I just slipped. Whoa. I bet that was funny for you lot to watch. Right, anyways, that was quite embarrassing. Tell you what, I think we've seen what we need to see of here, St James's Church, the church ruin at least. So how about we go to the Village of Bix and see the new St James's Church. Let's go. So yes, this is the new St James's Church, which unfortunately is locked. That's happened to me a few times this year. The church has been locked. That's fine. What I can say is that yes, this church does house a few relics from the old St James's Church. So yes, if you are around in the area, make sure you get here before 4 o'clock. That's what I found out earlier. This closes at 4, and I got here. It's not even half 4 yet, so I missed it by not even half an hour. But still, make sure you check this out when it's open, if you're going to check out the church ruin. So yeah, it's a beautiful church on the outside. So for now, I'm just going to have a little stroll around the churchyard. So come join me. Okay then folks, I really hope you enjoyed that. It's been a fun one to film. I'm really glad I got to check out that church ruin at last. Please watch that film, The Blood on Satan's Claw. It's a great film. It's actually on YouTube for free. I'll link it down below. Fantastic folk horror film from the 70s, really enjoyable. And yeah, hopefully upon watching that you want to go visit the ruin yourself and this church when it's open. So yeah, thank you again. Thank you to my Patreons. Here they are. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already, like the video, and please comment, because I really like interacting with you guys, and yeah, I always make an effort to respond to the comments. So yeah, it'd be great. Cheers and all. See you later. Video done. Right. Let's get back to the van and just chill out. And yeah, it's been a bit of a weird day. Faking like that earlier. Weird. Right, let's go back to the van. Oh, right. Now for a long drive home. Yeah, what happened earlier? I was walking, blindfolded. Did I slip? I mean, there's not really witches lying around, is there? I mean, come on. Ugh.